Two oils with the same 5W30 label can leave completely different levels of wear inside your engine, and the difference only becomes visible after thousands of miles, when the oil has already been exposed to real heat, pressure, and combustion contamination. Blackstone Laboratories, ASTM wear tests, and base oil analysis reveal hidden differences in volatility, additive chemistry, and viscosity stability that manufacturers rarely explain. In this investigation, we're putting Mobil 1 Extended Performance and Pennzoil Platinum under the microscope, comparing lab data, engine wear metals, and real chemical breakdown patterns to see how each oil actually holds up when pushed beyond marketing claims and into real-world conditions. What makes two oils that both say full synthetic behave differently inside an engine is not the label, but the chemistry hidden underneath. Mobil 1 Extended Performance and Pennzoil Platinum are both marketed as premium synthetics, but their base oil composition and additive architecture reveal subtle differences that independent oil analysis has been documenting for years. Mobil 1 Extended Performance carries the slogan, "Guaranteed protection for up to 20,000 miles," while Pennzoil Platinum emphasizes its Pure Plus technology, claiming cleaner pistons than industry standards. In technical classification, both Mobil 1 Extended Performance and Pennzoil Platinum fall primarily into API Group 3 Plus full synthetic base oils, but Mobil 1 has historically incorporated a measurable percentage of Group 4 PAO, especially in its extended performance lineup. PAO base oils are chemically synthesized from smaller molecules, resulting in uniform molecular chains with fewer impurities, which improves oxidation resistance and volatility. Pennzoil Platinum, on the other hand, uses Shell's GTL, or gas-to-liquid base oil derived from natural gas. This GTL base stock is classified under Group 3+, but its purity rivals or exceeds some PAO formulations. Shell's Pure Plus process converts methane into isoparaffinic base oil with sulfur content near zero and extremely high saturates, which directly improves oxidation stability. Independent testing published in lubricant technical papers and Shell's own ASTM D5800 volatility data confirms GTL oils often achieve volatility levels under 10%, rivaling PAO blends. This means despite different chemical origins, both oils operate in the highest tier of base oil purity available to mass-market consumers. However, when enthusiasts and analysts compared base oil quality indirectly using VOA-derived scoring models like the Bob is the Oil Guy Base Oil Quality Index, Mobil 1 Extended Performance consistently scored higher. According to compiled VOA analysis on the Bob is the Oil Guy forum, Mobil 1 Extended Performance achieved a BOQI score of approximately 66.1, compared to Pennzoil Platinum's approximately 57.8. This index considers volatility, additive balance, viscosity stability, and inferred base oil composition. A higher score suggests greater resistance to evaporation and oxidation. This does not mean Pennzoil's base oil is weak, but it indicates Mobil 1 Extended Performance's formulation prioritizes long-term stability, especially for extended drain intervals. These scores were calculated from publicly submitted VOA lab reports analyzed by independent users, which may introduce variability due to batch differences. The additive reveals another layer of engineering strategy. Anti-wear protection in engine oils relies heavily on zinc and phosphorus compounds, primarily in the form of ZDDP. VOA reports performed by Blackstone Laboratories and Polaris Laboratories consistently show Mobil 1 Extended Performance containing approximately 800 to 900 parts per million of phosphorus and similar zinc levels. Pennzoil Platinum typically falls in a slightly lower but still robust range, around 700 to 800 ppm phosphorus. These numbers are constrained by API-SP and ILSAC-GF6 regulations, which cap phosphorus to protect catalytic converters. The difference is not dramatic, but Mobil 1's slightly higher concentration indicates a formulation optimized for extended wear protection rather than minimum compliance. Also, friction modification is a key area. Mobil 1 uses a citric acid-derived molybdenum as a friction modifier present at approximately 60 to 80 ppm, according to detailed chemical breakdown analyses published in technical lubricants journals and verified verified through VOA reports. Pennzoil Platinum uses a non-sulfur molybdenum compound present at a higher concentration, typically around 80 to 120 ppm. This difference suggests two different friction reduction strategies. Pennzoil relies more heavily on molybdenum, while Mobil 1 uses a diversified additive system, combining boron and traditional anti-wear chemistry. Detergents and dispersants responsible for preventing sludge and carbon buildup also displayed distinct formulation philosophies. Calcium and magnesium detergents neutralize acids formed during combustion. Blackstone VOA reports consistently show Mobil 1 extended performance using a balanced calcium-magnesium system, with calcium often exceeding 1000 ppm and magnesium present in moderate quantities. Pennzoil Platinum historically relied heavily on calcium, often exceeding 1200 ppm, though recent API-SP formulations reduced calcium slightly and increased magnesium to address low-speed pre-ignition concerns in turbocharged engines. This shift reflects industry-wide changes following GM and Ford LSPI research, not a deficiency in Pennzoil's formula. What complicates this comparison further is that both companies use proprietary additive blends that cannot be fully re-engineered through elemental analysis alone. VOA reports only reveal elemental concentrations, not the molecular structure of additives or base oil ratios. This means two oils with identical phosphorus levels can behave differently under heat and stress due to differences in additive activation temperature and film strength. Bob is the Oil Guy Forum analyses often highlight this limitation, emphasizing that additive balance, not just additive quantity, determines real-world performance. The moment engine oil faces heat, pressure, and metal contact, marketing claims disappear and only measurable performance remains. Mobil 1 Extended Performance advertises protection for up to 20,000 miles, while Pennzoil Platinum emphasizes its ability to keep pistons up to 40% cleaner than industry standards. But independent laboratory data and used oil analysis reports provide a clearer view of how each oil actually behaves under stress. Wear protection is typically evaluated using ASTM D4172 4-ball wear testing and real engine tests like Sequence 4A, which simulate camshaft and valve train wear under controlled load and temperature. In 4-ball wear testing, 3 steel balls are fixed while a fourth rotates under load in an oil bath, and the wear scar diameter is measured. Lower values indicate stronger anti-wear film formation. According to published Mobil 1 Extended Performance product datasheets and independent lubricant testing summaries referenced in technical lubricant analysis publications and enthusiast forums compiling ASTM data, Mobil 1 Extended Performance consistently produces wear scar diameters near 0.38 to 0.4 millimeters. Pennzoil Platinum produces similarly strong results, typically within 0.40 to 0.45 millimeters depending on batch formulation. This difference is small, but it aligns with elemental analysis showing Mobil 1 Extended Performance often contains slightly higher phosphorus and zinc levels, allowing more robust sacrificial anti-wear film formation under boundary lubrication. Used oil analysis performed by Blackstone Laboratories reinforces this pattern. Multiple consumer-submitted reports from engines running Mobil 1 Extended Performance for 10,000 miles show iron wear levels averaging between 8 and 15 parts per million, while Pennzoil reports in similar engines and intervals often range between 10 and 18 ppm. These values are both considered excellent, but Mobil 1's slightly lower wear metal trend suggests marginally stronger sustained anti-wear protection under extended service intervals. Volatility is another critical factor that affects oil consumption, deposit formation, and viscosity stability. This is measured using ASTM D5800 NOAC volatility testing, which heats oil to 250 degrees Celsius and measures how much evaporates over 1 hour. Lower volatility indicates stronger resistance to thermal evaporation. According to ExxonMobil's official product datasheet, Mobil 1 Extended Performance 5W30 has a NOAC volatility around 10%. Pennzoil Platinum 5W30, based on Shell's published technical data sheets, typically achieves NOAC volatility between 9.5 and 10.5% depending on formulation revision. This matters because volatility directly affects oil consumption. Oxidation resistance determines how long oil can survive high temperatures without breaking down into sludge and varnish. This is measured using ASTM D2272 Rotating Pressure Vessel Oxidation Test, or RPVOT, which evaluates how long oil resists oxidation under heat and oxygen exposure. Mobil 1 Extended Performance consistently demonstrates oxidation resistance exceeding 200 minutes in independent lubrication oxidation resistance tests compiled in lubrication engineering studies. Pennzoil Platinum also performs strongly, typically ranging between 180 and 210 minutes depending on batch and GTL concentration. Shell's GTL base oil chemistry naturally resists oxidation due to the absence of reactive sulfur and aromatic molecules. However, Mobil 1 Extended Performance's blend of PAO and advanced antioxidant additives, including phenolic and aminic antioxidants, contributes to its extended oxidation life. Total base number, or TBN, reveals how much alkaline reserve the oil contains to neutralize acids formed from combustion gases. This is critical for engine longevity because acid buildup accelerates corrosion and deposit formation. Mobil 1 Extended Performance 5W30 typically starts with a TBN around 9.8 according to ExxonMobil's published data sheets and confirmed by VOA testing conducted by Polaris Laboratories. Pennzoil Platinum typically starts slightly lower, around 8.8 to 9.3, depending on formulation. This difference may appear minor, but it affects long-term performance. Used oil analysis submitted by consumers to Blackstone Laboratories shows Mobil 1 Extended Performance often retains TBN levels above 3 even after 12,000 to 15,000 miles, while Pennzoil Platinum samples commonly drop closer to 2.5 to 3 at similar mileage. Both remain functional, but Mobil 1's slightly higher starting reserve supports its extended drain interval marketing claim. These independent UOA results are particularly valuable because they reflect real-world driving conditions, including fuel dilution, temperature fluctuations, and combustion byproducts. Deposit control is evaluated using ASTM D6335 TEOST and Sequence 5G engine testing, which measure sludge and piston deposit formation under high-temperature stress. Pennzoil Platinum's marketing claim of keeping pistons up to 40% cleaner is based on Sequence 3H and Sequence 5G testing conducted by an independent nonprofit automotive testing laboratory frequently used by oil manufacturers. Independent used oil analysis provides additional insight. Engines running Pennzoil Platinum frequently show extremely low insoluble levels, typically below 0.3% in Blackstone reports, indicating strong dispersant performance preventing sludge formation. Mobil 1 Extended Performance performs similarly well, often showing insoluble levels between 0.2 and 0.4%. Both oils use advanced detergent and dispersant chemistry to suspend combustion byproducts and prevent sludge accumulation. Thermal stability becomes especially important in turbocharged engines, where oil can encounter localized temperatures exceeding 260 degrees Celsius inside turbocharger bearings. In these environments, weaker oils break down and form carbon deposits that restrict oil flow. Used oil analysis data from turbocharged engines, including Ford EcoBoost and Volkswagen TSI engines submitted to Blackstone Laboratories and documented in enthusiast analysis databases, show Mobil 1 Extended Performance maintaining viscosity stability slightly more consistently over extended mileage intervals. Pennzoil Platinum also performs strongly, but occasionally shows slightly greater viscosity loss under prolonged high-temperature exposure. When two oils share the same SAE grade, 5W30, the assumption is that they behave the same across temperature extremes, but the grade only defines minimum and maximum limit. The real difference shows up in how each oil holds its 5W30 identity under stress, using viscosity index, HTHS film strength, cold cranking performance, and pour point. Viscosity index, or VI, measures how stable the oil's thickness remains as temperature changes. The higher the VI, the less the oil thins out at high temperature or thickens excessively in cold weather. According to ExxonMobil's published product datasheet, Mobil 1 Extended Performance 5W30 carries a VI around 169 to 172, depending on production batch. Pennzoil Platinum 5W30, based on Shell's technical datasheets, typically lists a VI between 160 and 166%. Both are well within the high end of synthetic oil standards, where premium synthetics usually fall between 150 and 180. Independent VOA summaries compiled on enthusiast forums using lab reports from Polaris Laboratories and Blackstone Laboratories confirm these published VI numbers are generally accurate within normal production variation. High-temperature, high-shear viscosity, measured at 150 degrees Celsius under load, is more revealing than VI because it reflects oil film strength in bearings and cam lobes. This test simulates the oil's behavior under real mechanical stress, not just temperature. API-SP and ILSC GF6 standards require a minimum HTHS of 2.9 millipascal seconds for 5W30 oils. Mobil 1 Extended Performance typically reports HTHS around 3.1. Pennzoil Platinum 5W30 generally lists a similar figure, often between 3.0 and 3.1 millipascal seconds. The difference here is extremely narrow, meaning both oils provide comparable hydrodynamic film thickness under sustained high load. Cold cranking simulator viscosity determines how easily oil flows during cold starts at -30 degrees Celsius for a 5W grade. The SAE maximum limit is 6,600 centipoises at that temperature. Mobil 1 Extended Performance 5W30 typically reports CCS values around 5,500 to 6,000 CP based on manufacturer data. Pennzoil Platinum 5W30 frequently reports slightly lower CCS values, sometimes near 5,200 to 5,800 CP. That difference suggests Pennzoil Platinum may flow marginally faster during extremely cold starts. This aligns with Shell's GTL base oil chemistry, which tends to produce low pour points and strong cold flow performance. Pour point provides a broader view of low-temperature operability. Mobil 1 Extended Performance 5W30 lists a pour point typically around -45 degrees Celsius. Pennzoil Platinum 5W30 often lists a pour point closer to -48 degrees Celsius. Pour point alone does not determine pumpability during startup, but it reflects base oil purity and wax content. The extremely low pour points in both oils confirm the absence of paraffinic wax found in conventional Group II oils.